party, come on, move around like the fresh fresh when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down. Enjoy the ride, got some pillows in the Chevy. Hey, hey, slide it back, lay low, hitting heavy. Hey, take your time, let me know when you're ready. Hey, hey, couple months I've been messing with this steady.
Well, before we move on to the Day 2 extended highlights, we just got to give you a quick overview of the schedule for this Ashes series because in the Day 1 broadcast, we didn't do that. So just spare a few seconds just to familiarize yourself with the dates, and then we'll move straight on to Day 2. So welcome to Day 2. This is where England really need to start piling on the pressure at this point. Australia have already taken the lead, as we know. And Australia starts strong with a very decent shot to the boundary there, already for 4. And maybe that's a start as they mean to go on, because let's be completely honest here, Australia have really had control of this match pretty much since the outset. Straight drive, we've actually changed the camera for today, and that actually looks a lot better. We can pretty much see more than we could yesterday. Sometimes the ball was moving so quickly the cameras couldn't keep up. And it looks like Mo Ali is going to continue from where he left off yesterday.
Yep.
Oh, that's a very close shout, and Ali shouts already. And well, I don't know, that looked pretty decent to me. It was probably worth the shout. So let's have a look on Big Eye, see what would have happened. And it would have missed probably by quite some distance, yes. Didn't look like that to begin with. That's why we have all this advanced technology in the game. It certainly helps. England up by Australia up by 7 for the moment. That's a good ball. And I think there was an edge. But no one was there to meet that one. It was a good ball by Ali, though. The spin certainly is the weapon of choice.
Yes.
Oh, and it hit the fielder there, who's got a helmet on. Not sure who that was, but it was. I think it's Dini. There.
Yes.
He's much more ready this time, and it's England's shout. Is it out? It is. Mo Ali has struck an early wicket, and well, that is in the laws of the real life game that wouldn't have worked. But I think we've hit a game bug with that one, and Travis Head has got robbed. To be honest, he's been robbed by the game. Apparently, I think what happened is that the ball would hit Travis Head, and for some reason, the wicketkeeper, who I believe is Johnny Bairstow, I think, was able to phase through and grab the ball. That's certainly a strange occurrence there. Well, Australia will be very hard done by on that one. That should never have counted. But they immediately respond with a 4. And Steve Smith, I think that's him now on 47 or 48. So he's definitely going to reach his half century today by the looks of it. He's probably been the man on form for Australia so far in this innings.
Waiting. Yeah.
That was very well calculated shot there by Matt Wade as he gets off the mark. That's a good way to stop the boundary. It's probably going to go for 3 at the very least. So we'll have to see how Australia react to the early wicket, even if it was a very fortunate wicket about it. I wonder if there had been an LBW shout there. Let's see on Big Eye how that would have worked out. Well, the pitch is in line, but I think it's going to go off to the right or left, and it does. I could be wrong, but I don't think we had a new ball yesterday.
Yep.
I mean, it's going to be Steve Smith's 50. And, well, he's certainly been the top batsman for Australia so far. And he is definitely the one that's doing the most damage. Remember, no England batsman reached 50 in their previous innings.
Change of bowling.
Now Ben Stokes is coming back in.
Yep.
Oh! I think that's probably the same outcome as the last one. But Ben Stokes didn't even shout. Oh, England just certainly bowling well, but... And that wasn't the bat. That was not the bat. That was surely his leg. I mean, it would have missed regardless. So it doesn't really matter.
Yep.
Oh, short ball by Ben Stokes. And that's a sloppy piece of cricket. And goes for 4. Well, that wasn't the best choice by Ben Stokes. Short ball, way over the head and out for 4. And that is what England don't need for sure. And that's much better.
End of the over.
Ben Stokes coming back in. He's going to weigh 30 runs so far. 32 rather. Don't want to forget that wide 4. And oh, and he dropped it. And I think that might have carried and counted. But he dropped it. And there's been a lot of problems with that. With this ball in particular.
Yes.
And that is in the air. And is that going to be 6? I think it may have just dropped just before umpire signals 4. That's the longest time the ball's been in the air at all.
Yep.
And there you go again. That's a good shot there by Australia. It's definitely been there. Oh, and there was a field on the ground there. I'm not sure what he saw there, but he ended up on the deck.
Yep.
And that's going to go for another wide 4. Ben Stokes with another kind of poor bowl, to be honest. And it doesn't go for 4, but that'll be a wide delivery for sure. It is. So that'll be 3, technically.
Wait. Yep.
Oh, what a stop there, and they go. And that's going to be a run, but the stop was splendid, and it deserved a lot more than it got. It wouldn't have counted as an out anyway, so it did bounce before Ali got there, but it was a very nice attempt, if nothing else.
Yep.
Oh, and that's an edge, and that's going to go for 4. And actually, it might just stop before it gets there. That was a really thick edge right there. And a bowling debut for Joe Dinley here. This will be interesting. He's only had 3 matches up to this point. First Ashes bowling spell for him. So England sticking with the spin side of things.
Yes.
Ali was at the corner there. I think I can understand why helmets are used for that particular position. Actually now, it's a good ball.
Hold on.
Well, Damley called that, but unfortunately, it didn't really carry for him. Alright, if Damley can get this right, he might get a maiden out of this. Oh, there's an edge and out! And Joe Dealey makes an immediate impact. His first ever Ashes wicket, and that's a lot more clear-cut than the last one. Australia down 5. That's Matt Wade gone for just 12. Joe Dealey, in his first Ashes match, gets a maiden and a wicket as well. What an impact he's just made. As in comes Tim Payne.
Yep.
That's much better. It's going to be another couple of runs for Steve Smith. It might even reach the boundary. It does. Another 4. And, well, I think he was one of the players that had to serve that ban. And let's give him credit where credit's due. He's returned with flair so far, at least on the batting side. It certainly caused Tim Payne, not Tim Payne, but Matt Wade some problems.
Yes.
And that is in the air. And it is going to go to the boundary. And it is going to be 4. And Steve Smith, well, he looks unbeatable at the moment. It's another 4 for him. Another beautiful shot right off the middle of the bat. And it could have so easily carried for 6. It's very unfortunate that it didn't, to be honest. It phased through the complete stadium, that's for sure. Bit of a retro Brian Lara cricket kind of field going on here.
Wait.
It was one of the most OP fielding kind of techniques I used when I played the game. It was like 2 fielders either side, and it was pretty broken. I'm not gonna lie. It was a pretty broken field, to be fair.
Yep.
That's a good shot. Very calculated by Tim Payne. He read that all the way, and then went for 4. Ball number 100 is a dot ball for Steve Smith, currently on 74 off 100 balls now. Australia have reached 200 as we take a drink break. Worth a shout, I guess.
Yes.
And same place again, but this time the fielder leaves it. And it's going to be another run. Oh! And I think that's in, is it? Yeah. Pretty safe. Yeah, safe by a distance, to be fair. It was worth a shout, but yeah, pretty safe. It'll certainly build some nerves a little bit. Remember, it's that first line on the ground there. He's long in by the time the stumps are hit. Not sure why the umpire even called for that, to be honest. So we've definitely passed. Oh, there's an edge. And the wicketkeeper's there, but he's dropped it. He came up short. And another real ball to make the batsman think here, but should it have been caught? Thick edge. Oh, Butler's dropped it. Oh man, England could prove to move that one for sure. There's another one. Another scary ball, and I don't know what Broad's doing. He should have thrown it at the wicket. Why did he not do that? And that's a couple of big opportunities that England have wasted. Oh dear. Of course, the umpire can, with the new ball, he can monitor the ball's age. But it's usually after 80 overs in a match that we get the new ball, but we haven't seen it. It could be the timing of the sessions as well. Don't forget, England were knocked all out before the end of yesterday. So maybe a new ball was agreed around that time. And then Australia came into bat. So actually, now that we think about it, maybe there was no need for one all along. Yeah, some big chances there for Stuart Broad and for England. You get a couple of really good outs there. That first one should have been caught. Josh Butler really letting the side down on that one. Oh, and there's another edge, I think. And there's Josh Butler with the catch. There we go. And that's Steve Smith gone for 78. Finally, something goes right. No mistakes this time. And that is a thick edge. And that is ours. And a spectacular catch. But I believe that's Joe Root back there. It is. Joe Root makes no mistake, but what a knock for Steve Smith. 78, 158 minutes, and over 100 balls. He's had a knock, but he's out. And that will certainly give England some confidence now. And in comes James Patterson.
Yes.
And that is another 4 for Australia, putting them on 234 for 6. As the total continues to climb. And Australia really, right now, are in the driver's seat for this test, you have to feel. They lead by only 96. It's not a lot, but Australia bowled so well initially. And a shout, and he's gone. Oh, Joe Deanley, what a debut he's having. Another one gone. And just as we were saying it, Tim Payne has gone for 27. Well, the spin bowlers have definitely had a field day in this test so far. Let's have a look on the big eye here. Pitches in line. And hitting. Yep, no debate about it. What a ball by Joe Deanley. Well, I was saying Australia were probably in the ascendancy for this test. They only lead by 96, and now they're 7 wickets down.
Yep.
And Joe Deanley's having a ball as the spin continues to be the lethal weapon of choice. That's a great throw. Fortunately, it doesn't lead to anything, but it was a great throw regardless. Oh, that's tight, and they shout. I don't think it'll be given. No. Let's have a look at this. It's missing by a distance, to be fair. Outside leg and way wide. Oh, and they shout. I think it could be wide. It could be close. I did wonder for a moment whether they challenged this. And it's outside off. So it's a long way wide, to be fair. So good thing to save the review. And I wonder, and we're not going to get the big eye review, I wonder if that's going to be a back call again. We've had a lot of that. Oh, and they do run, and it goes off to the boundary. Well, I didn't think there was going to be much coming out of that, but instead, it goes for 4. It's a good shot, really. Didn't look like a lot. But I think once it passed the fielder there, Australia went for it. Australia at 242. 7, they lead by 104 now.
Yep.
On a thick edge, but it's going to go for another 4. Oh, it's hugely unlucky. They're not getting the edge luck that Nathan Lyon got in the first innings.
Yes.
Another good shot. Australia just ever increasing that total. I think there's probably every expectation that they might reach 300 here, and that would be a very good first innings for them.
Yes.
Good shot.
Bowlers.
Another run. Probably been better throwing it to the wicketkeeper to have it close, but I don't think it would have mattered either way. And back in comes Joe Deanley. Oh, what a ball. The lad has done very well for his first Ashes test. A lot of pressure on him, being a bit of a rookie, so to speak, but he's doing a fantastic job
Wait.
so far. Oh, too wide, too wide. And let's have a look at it on the replay. I think it's outside leg. It says impact bat. Again, I don't really believe that. But would have been way wide regardless, to be fair. Oh, shooting. Oh, no! No, that's going to go for 4, I think. Oh, that's a very unfortunate. Well, I don't think that's Joe Deanley's fault.
Change of bowling. The medium pace
James
returns
Anderson
to the
comes
attack.
back into the attack here.
Yep.
Immediately gives runs away, unfortunately.
Keepers
It's
in.
only going to be about 1 or 2, I think. Oh, that's close. Oh, and that hit a leg, but they're going to run again. I don't think that's going to be given either. Probably the same scenario we had last time. Well, it's probably going to say bat, isn't it? Actually, no, it is outside leg. So it probably was worth a shout, but it is missing by a distance, to be fair. Whoa. Absolutely swiggered it there, Patterson, on that one. Ball. Oh, and he missed again. Really good bowls by James Anderson here. A couple of really good balls there. Can you get a third in a row to end the over? He does hit, but way wide. But good end to the over there for James Patterson. Very good end. James Anderson, rather. Getting the names mixed up. Is Joe Deanley again, as he continues to have fun out there. Showing no signs of nerves at a big occasion, Joe Deanley. He's probably been England's best bowler. Beautiful ball, and Joe Deanley shouts, but again, could be very wide. Don't even get an opportunity to review on this one. Oh, the pitch is in line. Oh, and it's his bat. Oh, it would have hit the wicket regardless, though. Oh, that's really unfortunate. That didn't look like bat to me. Again, the sounding is a bit bugged out, and England get confused. But another brilliant ball by Deanley, to be fair. And I think the sounds in this game are a bit out of whack here, to be honest. He's only given away 29 runs in his spell at the moment, which is, a bit high, I think.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 7 for 261.
Well, we're up for another drinks break, and I think we might be close to lunch, actually. There's Sam Curran. Will we see him in this series, do you wonder? He's been the 12th man today. And that is lunch. And Australia, well, you certainly have to say that at one point it did look like Australia's innings. But in came Joe Deanley, and he's changed all of it, really. But England still have work to do. I wanted to see that first out again, because I don't think that should have been given, to be fair. But I guess England will take it. Shot there by Tim Payne, right in the gap there. And with the biggest partnership that Australia has broken, it should be full steam ahead. If Deanley keeps bowling, which I think he might, unless England want to call the rest in for a bit. And England have a real chance of taking the rest of the order. That's a great catch by Joe Root. Splendid catch. Very worthy of an out given there. And you have to say, England probably could have got a couple more, you could argue, as well. Maybe we should be looking at 9 here. Because there were a couple of spells in this session. Yeah, that's LBW. That is clean. That is plumb there. Absolutely on the foot. What a ball. That is absolutely splendid. Maybe that could have been avoided, maybe. That for the Patterson got. And I think, in all honesty, now that we're really looking at it, I think this match really could go either way. Australia have brought out a big total of 261 for 7, but they're only up by about 120 runs or so. So here we are, back after lunch. Let's give you the lowdown. 261 for 7 with Australia batting at the moment. They're up by 123 as we resume play. It's not the biggest of totals. It's something that England can easily obtain. But their batting, as we said earlier, wasn't the best yesterday. And it has certainly been a bowler's pitch today throughout this test match, to be honest. And that would have been a bit too high, to be fair. And let's have a look at this on the replay. Pitch is in line. Oh, it's drifting bad, but it's going to go over. And that's unfortunate. Very high, as I initially thought. And well spotted there. And on we go. Well, it would have been out had, unless Australia challenged it, of course. They haven't challenged any decisions so far, so they've still got both their reviews in hand. I think England still have both of theirs. I mean, the game said 1. Trying to remember when they used 1 on the way here.
Yes.
I don't think they might have, you know. In any case, Harrison takes another 4. He had to actually manoeuvre a lot to get there. A wonderful looking shot to go with it. Like we said, probably owed more of a wicket than most other bowlers in this lineup. He's bowled particularly well. He's given away 63 to be fair, but
Waiting.
it has gone his way. He's done very well. Oh, that's high. That's high. And don't shout. Oh, and they do shout that time. Now I think it hit the back leg, but where? And will England challenge this one? I think it could be close, and they will. Now, it definitely hit the back leg, but is height going to be a question here? Now, where does this go? Oh, this could be a good review. This could be a very good review by England. That is very, very close. It's going to nip off his pad here. Oh, that's a beauty. This is going to be a beauty review from England, surely. Surely you have to give that out. That is absolutely plum, as my friend Trevor Sports would say. Right in the middle. There's no disputing that, surely. What a review by England this is. Initially not given out, but the umpire is going to have to overturn it because that was a beauty, surely. Pitch is in line. Boom. Absolutely plum by Jimmy Anderson, I think it is. What a bowl. Beauty. And you're gone, son. What a bowl. Beautifully done by England. Brilliant review. And Jimmy Anderson does get his wicket. James Patterson gone for 28 after an absolutely beautiful call to review that. After initially not getting out. That is an inspired review. Australia, 267 for 8. What a beauty. Jimmy Anderson, that is deserved.
Yeah.
What a deserved and inspired call. And that could be the highlight of this whole test series. What a bowl. That is one of the best review overturns I've probably ever seen, because that was a beautiful ball by Anderson, to be fair. And no shout on that one. Well, England didn't shout on this one. What would have happened here? Pitch in line. Oh! It's going to go over. It's going to miss. I thought for a moment. Oh, that's close, actually, to be fair. Oh, look how close that is. Oh, that's literally as grazed as I thought for a moment that Stuart Broad might have been best off shouting on that call, but decided not to, and he was correct. But my goodness, that was close. Again, like the England batting innings, it's not that Australia have batted poorly here. It's just the bowling has been tremendous. Oh, and add that to the highlight reel. Now, Jimmy Anderson comes back in. Ooh, that's close. And they shout. You look close from here. Umpire says no. Now, England have a spare challenge apparently, so I think there was a bug earlier. They're going to challenge this one as well. I think this is close. So England had 2 reviews, but the game said 1. But they can challenge this one. It looks like. And what's the viewing here? Ooh, close. I think it's worth a look at, even if they lose this one. That's close. I think it is going to be probably not overturned. Oh, I think that might just be missing, actually. Oh, it's going to be hugely unfortunate. I think this is a good review, but it's not going to result in it now. But it was good to challenge it at the very least. Yeah, that's going to go wide. Looking at that. Yeah, it's going to be wide right. But... Ooh, actually... I think the pitch is going to be more of a problem here. Oh, the pitch is in line. Oh, outside leg. That's what I thought. Now, that's a lost review for England, but to be fair, it was worth the shout. It was worth a shout. Right decision, but it's a lost review, but it was worth at least putting in the question. But I think that might be England's last review now, so now they're going to have to... Now they're going to have to kind of bowl with the rest without any more reviews. I thought the game had 1 and they obviously had 2, so a bit of another bug on this one, which is kind of unfortunate, but definitely worth putting in the question. And that was a decent shout, if nothing else. Anderson's bowled really well in this spell at the moment. Definitely asking some questions.
Yep.
And it's going to be another 4. Actually, no. So I wonder if the pitch has lost some pace, or the field has lost some pace since yesterday. Because the ball doesn't seem to be travelling as fast and as far as it did yesterday at times. Australia are going to reach 300, but it's still not going to be an absolutely massive total as of now. And Jimmy Anderson, that is a wonderful ball again, to be fair. Oh. And that missed everybody, but it's a wide delivery. That's unfortunate. It's going to be a call, but I didn't think it travelled very far, or carried very far, as we say. And that's going to go 4, and Australia, well, it's not going to go for 4. The pace is definitely slowed on this field, but whatever the case, Australia reached 301, but their lead is only 161, or 163 now. It's an attainable target, but England do need to get these last 2 wickets and get into bat. Oh, they might do with that, but it's going to be a leg bye instead. Of course, England can't review, so... Oh, and a swing and a miss there by Peter Siddle again. His partnership has reached... well, in terms of these numbers, 46. Oh, that's close. That is close by Jimmy Anderson. Is it given? No, it's not. And England can't review it. And will they rue to not have any reviews? This is going to be close. It's outside off, though. So, it was missing. But it looked very close from where I was sitting. Right decision. It would have been a wasted review if they had chosen to review that, but they've got no reviews left. They're getting closer. England are getting closer to that 9th and 10th wicket. But this partnership according to this scorecard, is on 56, or 46 rather. So it's been a very good tail-end partnership for Australia. Ooh. Jimmy Anderson has a great spell, to be fair, as we head for a drink break. And now we have a bowling change. Mo Ali is back in to try and add to his 2 wickets that he earned earlier. As the lethal weapon of the spin is back.
Right.
And it looked a good shot, but it was stopped in its tracks.
Yep.
And well-read shot there by Peter Siddle. These two continuing to kind of pile the runs on, really. They've both faced a combined 100 balls.
Yes.
Oh, that's hit the fielder. Didn't really know much about it, to be honest. Oh, bowled it beautiful by Mo Ali. Finally, Peter Siddle is gone. And look at this. Beating all ends up. And there's been a threat of that for some time. It was just a question of who was going to do it. It was Mo Ali. Peter Siddle gone for 26. Almost an hour. And that partnership's broken. And now it really is just a case of pushing on and trying to just limit that total a little bit more. 1 more wicket to go. And how will England's batting be is the question. Well, Nathan Lyon now is in, facing what was his lethal weapon in England's first series, or first innings. It's funny how that works out.
Yeah.
There's a wonderful stroke there by Lyon. It's going to go for 3. Oh, it could go for 4 actually. It has. The fielder's stepped over the boundary. And Ben Stokes gets the edge, I think. And gone. That's it. Australia are all out for 327. England have a target of 100 and I think it's 80. It's certainly attainable. And Nathan Lyon's going to review. I think it's going to be a waste. He might as well. But I think there was a definite edge. Let's have a look. Ooh, actually. Oh, Edjo does pick something up though. Look at the Edjo. Oh, you won't see it. There's not a nick really on that bad though, is there? Let's see. Can we see it from here? Let's try this angle. I think there was definitely a sound on the bat. And, yep. And that confirms it. Nathan Lyon is gone. Right on the edge. It was such a nick. That's what the technology is for. There is no debates. In Australia, all out for 320 plus. And that would be a good target in any other day. But it only gives them a 180-run lead. But it all depends now on what England do in terms of batting. Because their first innings was not really good at all, to be honest, now that you think about it. But they were saved by the wonderful bowling to a degree. That's an absolutely plums out, but I want to see the other one. The spectacular review that really is the play of this game. And it's not to say we haven't seen those before, of course, but it certainly was an inspired review. Here it is, right there. Beauty. A beauty by Jimmy Anderson. That is the bowl of the series, at least so far. certainly the ball of this test. But Peter Siddle and Pat Cummings had a pretty decent knock together, to be fair. But it was Steve Smith that did all the damage, really, when you think about it. As the first player in this test to reach 50, because no England batter was able to do so. England will get plenty of batting time over the next, I would say, about maybe 3 hours or so. We haven't even reached tea yet, so they'll get the end of this session and the whole of the evening session to bat here. And that is the end of Australia's very decent knock, to be fair. David Warner on 54. Steve Smith, though, the man of the innings, on 78. And you have to say that they were certainly the damage makers for Australia in this one. But an honourable mention to Joe Deanley for 2 splendid wickets, to be fair. Let's see who took the most here. I think it was Mo Ali with 3, actually. But Joe Deanley, for me, definitely player of the innings so far. So Australia lead by 189 after 323 total. And out come England to bat. Rory Burns is just his 10th match, I believe. And Pat Cummings will bowl. And here we go. It's certainly an attainable target, but England need to bowl better than they did bat better than they did yesterday.
Yep.
And, no run there. But then again, maybe they didn't bat poorly, but Nathan Lyon was just on another planet.
Waiting.
And really the same place and the same result.
Wait on it.
Oh my word. Jason Roy, he kind of semi-went there. Now, I don't know if that would have been given. It probably would have. It did hit the stumps. It doesn't matter how it does. If you're out of the zone, you're out.
Waiting.
Again, the same place and the same result for England again. And they're going to start with no runs off this over at all. Which is not going to be the start they needed.
Yep.
That's a good shot. That's going to give them a run at least. So, the chase is on, as they say. 188 is certainly doable. I think it was only Rory Burns that reached about 38 in their last innings.
Yep.
And he's going to get another. They're going to go for 4. It is. That's the first boundary. So England recovered well from a about 3-dot start. England 5 for 0.
Change of bowling.
And in
The
comes
medium
Peter
pacer
Siddle.
coming into the attack.
Sometimes the best shot is to play no shot at all.
Yep.
That's a good one, that. That's going to go for 4. Boundaries certainly were England's point of attack. Not that they had much of an attack when you think about it. A bit of a late shot there by Jason Roy. That could have so easily been an edge. Oh, the fielder's dropped it. And that's another dropped ball. Oh, and then Australia shout. Is it too high? No, it's given. Oh, it voted a little high, to be honest. But the umpire has given it out. Now, will England change this? They will, I think, yes. Now, I think height will be an issue here. Now, we said that at the out that Australia would give it. Ooh, that's very close. I think that is out. I think that is a loss of review for England, I'm afraid. It does look like it took a right nick off the top of his pad in line with the wicket. Oh, yeah. I think that might have been given. It's definitely worth the question. Because I think he felt that he'd stepped away. Now, let's see. The footwork certainly is a point of discussion here. Oh, yeah, I think when he brings his foot forward at the point of contact, I think it will hit the wicket. Pitch is in line. I think he might be out here. Yeah. Very well played. Umpire's call originally was out. And that will stand. Worth a review, but certainly the right decision overall. Rory Burns has gone for just 3. There's Joe Root. Short ball and a sloppy piece of cricket. That's going to go for 4. And a wide delivery, so it'll be 5 as well. And the short ball as well. Cutting's edge out. And that is Joe Root gone for a duck. And once again, England continue to struggle with edge plays. Joe Root did not even score. The second England player to go for a duck in this Test series. And Australia now, I know I've said it, and then probably England recovered. Here's the man of the hour. In terms of bowling, Joe Deanley. How many will he score? He didn't go for very much in the first innings either. He's that one. And England 16 for 2, and it's all falling apart right now. So here's Peter Siddle. And it is in the air by Jason Roy. Has it gone for 6? It might have. And we're not going to know. Are we not? It's a replay. It says 6 on the replay, but we know this game can be bugged at times. So 6 a long way. That is in the air. Look at that. Nothing but blue sky on that replay. Way into the stands. And that is 6. That is the first 6 of this series. Jason Roy hit that for a stratosphere hit. It was a metronome.
Yep.
There you go for that one, Jason Roy. And you go for 4. Well, it didn't sound initially. Just waiting for it to develop. Reached by Rory Burns, I think.
Yep.
And Stokes went for a duck. And is that going to be? And it hit the stumps, but Jason Roy had dove for it, and I think he was safe. And that was a risky run, but it was needed. And that will be tea. And, well, let's just face it, England did not have the best looking start there, with 2 early wickets already. And Joe Root gone for a duck. Well, let's just say Burns was probably slightly unlucky with the way this turned out. It certainly was the right decision to be given out. Joe Root edged it out for Doug. And, well, Jason Roy certainly gave this a hit for 6. It was a 6, a long way as well. So that's the first 6 of the series. England just need to sail down the tee and last until the rest of the day. And England currently 29 for 2 as we head for a food break. So we're coming up for the final session of the day. The question is, can England make it to the end of the day? Well, they've only lost 2 so far. Jason Roy's highest England batsman, I think, with 22. Joe Dingley's not even faced any runs yet, but he's faced 7 balls in this. Here comes Patterson. Oh. And Roy left that one, but it almost hit him square in the chest there.
Yep.
I don't think you want to get into the habit of leaving too many balls. Jason wanted to go there, but nothing doing. Oh, that's why! We were just saying it! Jason Roy's gone for 23. He left it, and it was right square at him. I think he really should have played the shot. Maybe he got bamboozled by the spin. The spin has been such a weapon for both sides. Jason Roy lasts barely over half an hour and doesn't even reach 30. And now England are in real trouble because, as we said in the first innings, there is no England batter reached 50, and they just don't look like eclipsing that here. Oh, and Butler almost went for a golden duck as well. So Butler and Dingley have got no runs between them at the moment.
Yes.
And there we go. I think that might be Joe Dingley's first boundary in Ashes cricket. I think he went for a duck last time, didn't he? And we know Ben Stokes did. I don't think Joe Dingley went for that many either. He was the star of the show in England's bowling.
Yep.
That's much better. And that is definitely a 4 this time. Yeah, just Butler finally off the mark.
Yep.
Oh, wonderfully timed shot there.
Keeper's in.
And it's just for 1. It was a wonderfully hit there.
41 for 3.
It seems to be a thing.
Yep.
And that's beautifully played by Dingley, to be fair.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 44 for 3.
So we're currently on 44 for 3. 145 behind.
Yes.
Good shot. Dingley's really setting him into a good stride now.
Bowler!
It's going to be another couple, but settling in nicely. Well, only his 4th match of professional cricket. What a stage to be on for
Yes.
a career so young. And he's certainly provided a very good-looking future in his cricket career so far. Experience is key
Yes.
for someone like Daly, for sure. And there's a run. Looked pretty close. And England will certainly take it. They're being a lot more risky from here on out, I think. And I think they need to start doing that for sure.
Yep.
So again, it's kind of the same kind of technique. It's going to go for 4 for Josh Butler. Australia continuing to use pace for now. And Cummings plays this one. It's a beautiful shot, to be fair. And that was very close, but I think very safe as well. It was a good shot. Probably deserved more. That was kind of unfortunate to a degree. Cummings again, straight at him. Not sure if Deanley got all of that. Probably could have run in hindsight.
Yes.
That's much better. And that's definitely going to go for 4. Joe Deanley. A much better shot. This kid's definitely got a bright future ahead of him. That is a wonderful strike there. No stopping that.
Bowling. The captain is going with
And
the
here he is. Nathan Lyon is back to cause more problems. What will England do here? Have they adapted a new strategy, perhaps?
Wait.
Well, Nathan Lyon got 6 wickets in the last innings. He tumbled through the batting order. Absolutely tore through it.
Yes.
And that was well read by Deanley, to be fair. Very well read indeed. Deserves that run. And they're only putting it up by a few, England each time, but
Yes.
the scoreboard is still ticking over. Joe Deanley gets yet another.
Yep.
That's much better.
Bowler's end.
Brings that partnership to 42. It's a good partnership for me here.
Yep.
Good shot. Score is really starting to climb. These two are on
Yep.
44. And at 48. Josh Butler placed to the boundary there. England certainly looking a lot more composed in this innings. As they move to 78 now.
Wait.
And Butler's going to go for another 2 by the looks of it. Might even reach 4.
Those runs
Certainly does. And that is the 50 partnership for Josh Butler and Joe Deanley. Deanley in particular having a great outing here, even if he's not scoring high. The rookie is certainly doing a great job, and even though he's not wholeheartedly a rookie, this is his 4th match, he's doing a splendid job out there. That's going to be close. And Patterson didn't go for the wicket there. And Josh Butler on 33. Are we going to see the first England batter to reach 50 in this entire series so far? Well done by Josh Butler to get another 3. Nathan Lyon comes back in as we're 87 for 3 now. England, that is. Oh, he left it. He left it, Deanley, and he almost paid for it. No, it was Butler, my apologies. But yeah, he almost paid for that. Because I was right next to the stumps. A little bit more further one way. And there's the edge and he's out. And it was that previous ball that made Butler play it. And another edge and another out for Nathan Lyon. He's finally broken this partnership. They're not going to challenge it. It's pretty clear cut. And Josh Butler, once again, England have another fall of a wicket at around 30. But it's been a decent partnership, to be fair. And in comes Ben Stokes, and England just cannot get these high totals at the moment. Ben Stokes is the man to do it, but he got a dot last time.
Yes, yes.
He decides to go for one immediately, and he gets it. Well, it was definitely that previous ball from Nathan Lyon. It was near the stumps. It made Josh Butler think and play. And it turned out to be his undoing. And all of a sudden, what looked rather attainable for England might be a little bit more nervy now. They're down 4 men now already. And they've not even reached 100 yet. I think they're slightly better off at this stage than they were in the last innings, but even still, they're still 101 runs behind. It's going to zip right past. Deanley thought about how far it was going to go. They probably would have got one regardless. Another wicket has fallen. And then 89 for 4. Oh, and a shout. And he's given it. I thought that looked a little bit high. Will England review this? And who is that on? That's Deanley, isn't it? They are going to challenge it. It looked a little high, but let's see. I've been wrong before. And oh, it's plumb. It's out. He's got to go. That's the same scenario that I think it was Rory Burns fell, if you remember. It hit his back leg and it just scraped the top of his pad enough. But I think that is definitely more clear cut. He has to go. That is out. I think it's pretty conclusive. Let's go to the Hawkeye replay just to be sure. To be. I don't think there could be any debate here. This is plumb as you like. Again, Deanley moves to the back foot. Probably beaten all ends up by that kind of movement there. In any case, I think he might, at best, he might have gone edge with that onto the stub. So either way, I think Joe Deanley's got to go. Yeah, wonderfully played. Impact in line is gone. And he's gone quite considerably, to be fair. England were probably worth the review, to be fair, because Deanley's had a very good knock, but unfortunately it comes to an end. And he is gone. A very good effort by the rookie at 23. It's sad it's got to end, because he's probably been England's best player by probably some considerable distance, to be fair. In comes Johnny Bairstow then. And I think there has to be questions asked now whether England are going to reach this total. But they had to. They fought to win 100, but they're going to need some form of miracle to do this now. Ben Stokes is out there, of course. And Nathan Lyon is still attacking, as it were. That could prove to be an issue. Oh, and that ball for Bairstow there doesn't play. Oh, and that's an edge, and that's out as well. And here we go. Here come the wickets. Nathan Lyon gets another. And that's 2 for him already. And who's that on? I think it might be Ben Stokes. Yeah, it is. Oh no, it's Bairstow actually. 51. He's gone for just 1. He had barely lasted 2 minutes. England are in real trouble here. I think at this point, it's going to take a miracle to win this one. Australia really have taken command again, just like they did in the last innings. Bear in mind, Ben Stokes only has 2 as well.
Yes.
Mo Ali, well, that's a good first shot for him. They're having to run a lot more than they thought. The target is looking less and less attainable with every passing ball, really.
Yes.
But with fours like that from Mo Ali, they stand somewhat corrected. Well, for now, anyway. Wonderful shot by Ali, to be fair. Not one of the most, let's say, elite batsmen in this lineup, but somebody got his there.
Yes, yes.
It's a beautiful shot by Ben Stokes. What a shot that is. That is worthy of 4. Beautifully read on the back foot there. And that is just what England can do. They haven't done enough of that. But to be fair, the Australian bowling, for the most part, has been quite sublime. In fact, bowling as a whole has definitely been the play on these pitches, or at least this one in particular. I'm saying that over multiple days because the pitch can change. Beautiful shots there by Ben Stokes. Well, like we said, anything is improvement over his last innings. He went out for a duck, so he's done considerably better than that, even at 14. He beat Owens up on that one. Pat Cummings to start this new over then. England trail by 65.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's going to be a bit close, but the fielder wasn't awake. What on earth? That was so leisurely done by the fielder. That's poor fielding. That could have been an easy run out there. Ben Stokes pressing his luck a little bit, but you're gonna take it where you can give it, and that was pretty much given to them. Alright, he gets another for his name, of course. Of course, anything can happen in cricket. Even though we're probably sticking in a kind of a quote from the great Murray Walker, it usually does, I suppose. But that is a quote more synonymous with Formula 1 Grand Prix racing. Probably holds the same for cricket as well, to be fair. Could probably count that for any sport. And when the great Murray Walker says it, well, it's usually true, isn't it? In comes Nathan Lyon again. Oh, Ben Stokes, he played the shot, and he played it right to Tim Payne, who was the fielder down there. And, well, he couldn't really entice a catch. I think I'm starting to see what Nathan Lyon is trying to do here. He's got Tim Payne right there, and he's playing the balls in that direction. Oh, it's going to be close! And I think Ben Stokes is gone. I don't think he made it. He had to go, and yep, that is a run out by Ben Stokes. Not his best play, to be fair. He had to go. He probably had a lot less time than he thought. I think it's pretty clear cut, to be honest. Well, he's out for 20. It's better than his last, but it really is just the story of England's batting in this particular Test match. Here's Chris Wokes, and England now need a miracle just to eclipse this total and probably even make it the end of it today, to be fair. I suppose the one comfort to take from all that, though, is that it's a run out, so it doesn't count on Lyon's overall numbers. He's already got 8 to his name already. Well, I think Ben Stokes did all the right things back there. Played it straight because Tim Payne was right there to catch it from the last ball he had. But unfortunately, he didn't have as much time as he thought to cross over the safety box, as it were. more natural position now for Nathan Lyon. He's gone back to his natural position of bowling, that is. A couple of defensive shots from Chris Wokes to end the over. England won 2-8 for 7.
28.
And that is the end of day 2 then. So Mo Ali and Chris Wokes survive the day. And England now have a very, very tough day 3 ahead of them. And even though the fort is kind of steadied, as it were, particularly by Joe Deanley and Josh Butler for a 50 partnership, again, no England batsman reached 50 in this entire series. But Joe Deanley was certainly a standout, as we've said, for only his 4th match in professional cricket. He certainly put in a good effort on both sides of the ball. But England have really been just kind of caught out as far as batting is concerned. They just haven't batted to the best of their abilities. Like we said, it's not been overly poor, but it's just not been good enough to beat Australia this time around. But anything can change. Right now, you have to say Australia are pretty much in the driver's seat. As unlucky as it is for Joe Deanley, that is rightly given. Beating all ends up. Nathan Lyon doing what he does best, forcing edges. Although, to be fair, he probably has been a lot bit more frustrated in this one, only having 2 wickets to his name as opposed to the 6 he had by the end of it. And Ben Stokes, well, he's only going to have 20 overall in this whole entire match, which by his standards is pretty low. And that's why. Convincing run out, to be fair. So England end the day on 128. We'll be back tomorrow for day 3. And there'll be questions over how long day 3 will last, because if England don't reach the total, then the game will be over. And they still have about 60 or so runs left to get before that point. So we will have a day 3, but it'll be questions over how long it'll be. England still need 60 from that to at least force Australia to bat some more. But given England's kind of mid-batting performance, if you will, it's probably not going to be by enough to win the match. Australia certainly seem in command, as we will be back for day 3 tomorrow.